كلشي مزيان أمورانية. نتمنى تكونوا بخير وعلى خير إن شاء الله. اليوم درس جديد في دروس اللغة الإنجليزية السنة الثانية بكالوريا. الدرس حول passive voice. passive voice يعني نبني للمجهول. The opposite of passive voice is active voice. يعني الضد ديال passive voice هو active voice، يعني نبني للمعلوم active voice. passive voice نبني للمجهول. So when we use the passive voice, we use the passive voice when we don't have a subject or we don't care about the subject. يعني كنستعملو نبني للمجهول إلا ما عندناش subject ولا ما عندناش اهتمام بالسبجيكت. هي في الوقيته فين كنستعملو نبني للمجهول أي passive voice. So I am going now to tell you the changing that we have in the passive voice in terms of to change from the active voice to the passive voice. So the active voice is a normal sentence. It comes as subject plus verb plus object. This is normal sentence. This is active sentence. Subject plus verb plus object. Okay, this is active voice. The passive voice, we invert or we do an inversion between the subject and the object. Okay, we do an inversion between subject and object. It means that the object will start with object in the passive and verb to be or auxiliary verb, then plus the past participle of the main verb plus the subject if there is. Okay, I said object plus auxiliary verb or verb to be in the main tense that the sentence comes, plus past participle of the verb plus subject if there is by the subject if there is. يعني القاعده ديالو هي في المبني للمعلوم كيكون الفاعل كيكون الفعل كيكون المفعول به. هذه هي القاعده ديال المبني للمعلوم. الا بغينا نحولوه لمبني للمجهول كنديروا القلب بين الفاعل وبين المفعول به. كيولي المفعول به هو الاول، كيكون عندنا مساعد الفعل، يعني مثلا عندنا التنس ديال الجمله عندنا في سيمبل بريزنت كنديرو في كنديرو verb to be في simple present، ومن بعد داك المين verb اللي جانا في sentence تنحولو ل past participle. The third change past participle plus by the subject if there is a subject. Okay, this is the rule. Now I'm going to start with simple present. Simple present, the rule is the subject plus this is the active voice, subject plus the verb plus object. In the passive voice, the object plus am or is or are plus past participle plus by the subject if there is. So إذا كان المفعول به في جملة المبني للمعلوم هي or it or her or him أو اسم مفرد نضع بعد نائب الفاعل في جملة المبني للمجهول is. إذا كان المفعول به في جملة المبني للمعلوم ضمن as you أو اسم جمع نضع بعد نائب الفاعل في جملة المبني للمجهول are يعني الجمع. إذا كان المفعول به في جملة المبني للمعلوم نضع بعد نائب الفاعل في جملة المبني للمجهول am. هذه هي القاعدة ديال simple present. This is the rule. For example, if I say they build the house, verb build is simple present. So first of all we focus if the verb is it irregular or irregular. If it is regular we just add it in the end, but if it is irregular we have to come back to the table of changing the irregular verbs. Okay, so build here is a regular verb, so we change it to the built. So the sentence is in the simple present, so pay attention. We put the object which is the house and we put the verb to be or auxiliary verb of the tense of the sentence which is the singular, because the house is singular, is. But if I say the houses, we use are, plural. So the house is built. Built is past participle of verb build. Is built by them. Or we just write the house is built because we don't know them, whom. Okay, if we don't know them whom, we just write the house is built. This is the form of simple present. Now the form of simple past. Subject plus verb plus object. This is active voice. This is active voice. The passive voice, the object plus was or are plus past participle of the verb plus by the subject if there is a subject.
إلى عندنا المفعول به في الجملات المبنية للمعلوم فيه هيت or her or him or me أو اسم مفرد كنديرو من بعد الفاعل في جملة المبنية للمجهول was. إلا كان عندنا المفعول به في جملة المبنية للمعلوم ضم as you أو اسم جمع كنديرو من بعد الفاعل في جملة المبنية للمجهول were.
Okay, if I say he stole the car, he stole the car, he stole the car. Stole here is simple past of the verb steal. So we change it to the past participle, which is stolen. So if we are going to turn this into the passive voice, we say the car was stolen. Because the car is singular, we say the car was stolen by the subject, by him. He equals him, by him. Or we just write the car was stolen. Okay, this is simple past. Now present continuous. The form is in the active voice, subject plus verb plus ing form plus object. This is active voice. The passive voice, the object plus is or are plus being, is or are plus being, not being, being plus by the subject if there is. As I say, she playing football. She is playing football. She is playing football. This is active voice. The passive voice, the football is being played by her. The football is being played by her. Or we just say the football is being played. Okay, this is present continuous. Now the past continuous. The form in the active voice, subject plus was or were plus verb plus ing form plus object. The subject plus was or were plus verb plus ing form plus object. This is the active voice. The passive voice, the object plus was or were plus being plus verb in the past participle plus by the subject if there is a subject. As I said, she was writing a letter. She was writing a letter. She was writing a letter. This is active voice. The passive voice, the letter was. If it is a singular, so we say the letter was being written by her, or we just say the letter was written. Okay, this is past continuous. Now the past perfect. The form is subject plus had, past perfect, subject plus had plus verb in the past participle plus object. This is active voice. The passive voice, the object plus had plus been, perfect been and continuous being. Okay, the object plus had plus been plus past participle of the verb by the subject if there is a subject. As I said, they had read a text. They had read a text. They had read a text. For the ready verb read is a regular verb, so it is not changing. So the same as in present, same as in past, and the same as in past participle. So the verb here didn't change. Okay, they had read the book. The passive voice. The book had been read. The book had been read, because read, as I said before, the read is a regular verb. It is not changed. It is like this, like the simple present, like the past, and like the past participle. So this is the past perfect. Now the present perfect. The form is the subject plus the subject plus has or have plus past participle of the verb plus object. This is the form of active voice. The passive voice, the object plus has or have plus been plus past participle of the verb plus by the subject if there is a subject or if we know a subject.
إلا كان مفعول به في الجملة مبني للمعلوم إت ولا هو ولا هيم أو اسم مفرد تنديرو من بعد الفاعل جملة مبني للمجهول هاس. إلا كان عندنا في الجملة المبني للمعلوم دم ولا أز ولا يو ولا مي أو اسم جمع كنديرو نائب الفاعل في الجملة المبني للمجهول هاف. أوكي، إلا عندنا جمع كنديرو هاف، عندنا مفرد كنديرو هاز.
So as I said, she has closed the door. She has closed the door. She has closed the door. This is active voice. The passive voice. Door has been closed. The door has been closed. So this is present perfect. Now I'm going to talk about the models. The models, there are many models, and will and shall, it is also models. It expresses an action that will happen tomorrow, but it is models. So shall and will and can and could and should and must and may and might, all of these are models. So the form of the models in the active voice, we have the subject and we have the modals and we have the verb in the present time and we have the object. So if we are going to change it to the passive voice, we say, or we change it to the object plus modal plus be. Object plus modal plus be plus past participle of the main verb plus by the subject if there is a subject. So this is the change of the modals from the active voice to the passive voice. For example, if I say she will kill Karim. She will kill Karim. She will kill Karim. She will kill Karim. Karim is the object, so Karim will be killed, because kill here is regular verb. Okay, kill is regular verb, so we just add it at the end of the verb. Karim Karim will be killed by her, or we just say Karim will be killed. Okay, or if I say Karim can find a taxi, Karim can find a taxi. If we turn it to the passive voice, we say a taxi will, or a taxi can be found, because find is irregular, so we change it to the found. Found is past participle of the verb find. A taxi can be found. A taxi can be found. Okay, so this is all what we have in the passive voice. I hope to understand my explanation as much as you can. So I hope for you, and don't forget to subscribe and abonne to my channel, and like and share my video, and see you next time inshallah.